Good morning and welcome to our morning meditation. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Hope you had some nice sleep overnight and you are feeling energized for the day. Today we'll be focusing on calling on change that we can rely on, and we'll be using the song We Don't Need Another Hero from Tina Turner as our inspiration. But as we begin, we'll begin with these words from Rochelle Wallace. As a newborn babe, I crawl from my mother's womb and stand on wobbly legs in the new world. Wash the new body that has just been so tenderly born from a lifetime of labor, and walk to stand before the fire. I raise my face to your infinite sky and feel your touch of grace, your gentle raindrops kissing my skin, your singing wind that moves the trees, the hot breath of your dancing fire, your wet, rich earth beneath my feet. O Spirit, I recognize you now, my Father, my Mother, my unseen lover. You've been here always in all things. In all things has your Spirit lived in me. From all things has your Spirit loved me. Through all things has your Spirit touched me. And never was I left alone, nor could I be, in this truer world of holy people and living stone. In many traditions, it is believed, and I believe, that if you speak out loud your wish of goodwill, that it gives power to that offering. And therefore, today, I offer up today our children. This song that we'll be listening to today uses the imagery of children, and I really want to focus on that as we look about what we're going through, and how all of this will be ingrained in our children as we go forward and they live their lives. For some of us, we remember Kennedy's assassination. Others of us remember 9/11. Others of us remember the Oklahoma federal building bombing. We remember these things and they change our worldview. So right now we're in a time where we are dealing with COVID-19. We're dealing with um, uh, racial unrest and unrest in our country. We're dealing with um, uh, government that is imposing power that is antithetical to who we are as Americans, as U.S. citizens, as Unitarian Universalists. And all of this will be ingrained in our children. So I ask you to hold our children, to um, remind them that these are opportunities for us to see how we can change the world, how we can bring peace into the world, and to be able to let go of the anger or the angst or the stress that they're feeling. So I invite you to remember our children today, and all that they're going through, uh, with everything that's happening in the world right now. So I invite you to take this time as well to speak love and peace into the world, to seek remembrance, and to speak, uh, you know, the holding of somebody that you feel dear to you right now, that you feel needs to be held, with the energy of this community. And I invite you to do that by speaking it out loud in the space you're in, or leaving it, their name or your intention in the comments below, and we can share those in community at this time. We speak of all of that which we carry in our hearts as a sign that we care for each other and the interdependent world around us. I now bind not only that has been made known to us as a collective, but also that which has been spoken out loud and which has been held in our hearts with the love and the power and the strength of this community. I invite you now to readjust your body. If you are able to take a moment to move to a new location, someplace where you're comfortable, where your body can be open, where you can take nice breaths of oxygen in, where you can do just a tiny bit of stretching. And we'll begin by connecting our bodies with our minds in these few moments. So I invite you to come into prayer position. I invite you to just sit with this for a moment. And then to raise your hands above your head. And as you're doing this, I want to remind you to make yourself more comfortable and to do what you need to do for yourself. If straightening your elbows is more important and you need to open your hands, do that. If having your hands in prayer position is more important and your elbows need to be a little bent, do that. But I also invite you to widen your chest and to tighten up your back and to bring your elbows closer to your back. Just let yourself elongate from this centered position. Bring your hands down to your sides. Again, if you can, rest your hands up in palm up position, but also, relax your wrists, your forearms. If you need to roll your shoulders, just connect with yourself a little bit. Then bring your hands down to your side. Remind you to do this and to sit in a position or be in a position that allows you to have your body open to blood flow and to be just in a nice, open, relaxed state. The source of today's meditation is, as I said earlier, Tina Turner's song, "We Don't Need Another Hero." The song is from 1985. And it's from the movie, or was part of the soundtrack of the movie Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome. If you don't know that movie, it's an apocalyptic dystopian world in the future. There has been the entire hero is reminding us that we don't need a savior, and it's calling us to remember that saviors don't save us, right? It's endurance, it's consistent change, it's transformation of ourselves. Saviors have savior mentality. They say the right words. They sometimes push us too far in seeking of their own grandeur, or not far enough and keep us in the system that we're in. And so we need something, and the song calls us to have something that we can rely on, that we can count on over time, right? So that's part of this piece that we're doing on this week, right? Is we're talking about persistence. And in the song we also hear the line, we don't need to know the way home. And I think that that's really important as we're looking at what's happening in the world right now. We don't need to go back to where we were. We need something new. We need transformation. Home is comfortable. And right now, we may not need comfortable. We need to be able to be stirred up. We need to be able to seek out something new in the world. And, we need freedom from oppression. We need freedom from our chains, from the old ways. And that is a lot of what that imagery of home is portraying in this song. And so I want to remind you, as we listen to these words, as we listen to this space, that the song is a call for long-term transformation. It's not calling for a single person or the life of a single person to offer us hope, but it's calling for us to find out what we need to do as a community, right? How do we pull together to call for change? And in this piece, it's a call for our children, and it's a call for us as children. It's saying we are the children. We are the ones who are just learning and continuing to go for the generations to come. At the end of the day, the song says we want to be beyond the Thunderdome. We want to be in a place that is free, that breaks all the norms that we consider today that hold us back. Get to go on this. I want to share with you that there is a wonderful article in Pop Matters, make you think, and I've included it in the summary, in the description. But it's Tina Turner got it right. We don't need more heroes, and I'd invite you to read that article as well. And as we get started, we'll get started with some breathing. So let's begin by breathing together, and then we'll go into the song. The song itself is actually relatively short, but there's some nice instrumental music, and it's kind of upbeat. So hopefully it's a motivating kind of space. But it's got some really nice instrumental pieces in the middle of it that I hope you enjoy. So let's begin together by breathing together. We'll take a deep breath. We'll breathe in. And breathe out. Remember, when you're breathing in, to take a nice deep breath in. And to fully exhale out. In and out. Deep breath in. And out. One more deep breath in. And out.
We are the ones they left behind. And I wonder when we are ever gonna change. my day is coming. All else are castles built in the air. And I wonder when we are ever gonna change. Living under the fear till nothing else remains. All the children say we don't need another hero. We don't need to know the way home. All we want is life beyond the Thunderdome. Is it all or nothing? We don't need another hero. And I wonder when we are ever gonna change. Living under the fear till I hope. All we want is life beyond Thunderdome. All the children say we don't need another hero. We don't need another hero. All we want is life beyond Thunderdome.
I now invite you to take a moment of silence as we reflect on this music and sit with it in our own thought away from any other distraction. May we say together, blessed be. I want to again thank you for being here today. I want to invite you to listen to this song again, maybe once more today, maybe throughout the week between now and next Wednesday when we do this pop music again. But to listen to it again, kind of let the words and the music and the melodies sit with you. I also invite you to read that article from Pop Matters. Again, they're both links of these are in the description. And to reflect on how we can use and reflect on pop music, on pop culture, as a source of inspiration and meditation. If there's anything that you'd like me to share in these reflection times, I invite you to share those with me as well. And as we close this time together, may we recognize that we believe in something greater than ourselves. May we send peace into the world. May we honor the divine in every one of us and wish well for all people by saying together, Amen, Amin, Shalom, Salam, Namaste, and blessed be.